Alright. I promise this is not going to hurt a bit. Talked to you last time about getting ready to start the pore filling. You guys are, some of you may not have ever heard of this, some of you may have. My method of doing this is very, very simple. It's cheap and it works really well. First of all, before I start pore filling this back, I take shellac and I go over this center strip, especially since it's white, and I go around and put a good coat of shellac over top of the binding, because of the pore filling that I use has color in it. And basically what this is drywall mud. And I use water-based, Minwax water-based stain to color the drywall mud. I have black here and I have brown. This is a combination of the two, and this is a very, very simple process. Of course, I wear gloves to keep it from staining my fingers too bad. And basically, this is very simple. You can just start out with working in small areas. Put some of this on there. Now, this dries quickly. It sands very easily. It fills really well. And basically, I'm just going around in circles here and making sure that all of these pores are filled. And I try not to work up to the, just work right up to the edge, even though that's covered with shellac. I really don't want that color to bleed through to that center strip. But just, it doesn't take much. You just, my paper towel is deteriorating. I need a cloth rag. Let me grab a piece of my cloth rag here. And just work it. Got up on there, but that's not going to hurt anything. That's covered in shellac really well. And something like this Wingay that's got really, really deep pores, you may have to do this more than once, but you can tell. And this is the point where this is the difference. This is where you can really eliminate a whole lot of the work that you're going to do in the finish process. I mean, if you want that smooth water, looking finish that's, I mean, just smooth as glass, then you want to smooth this surface out as much as possible to begin with. Well, that's way too much. To eliminate as much work as you can. But you also want to make sure too not to leave blotchy and splotchy areas. This, if you don't sand all this off, it looks like it does not look good. So you got to be, this is, now I've tried water-based grain filler. I've tried epoxies. With the water-based stuff, I always had an issue with, once I sanded it, it always seemed to leave hazy I called them ghosts. It just left hazy spots. And you know, I was doing everything I could to sand it off as well as possible, but it just seemed like I never ever got it exactly the way that I wanted it. Also with this right here, I built another Wingate guitar at one time, and the pores in this are so deep that if you wanted to put a contrasting color, and it turned out looking great. I actually colored this to where it was almost orange, and it turned out really nice. I had a lot of people compliment me on that finish job, and they you know, it's just a bizarre kind of look to it, but you know, it didn't really, just kind of made it pop a little bit, you know. But anyway, let that dry right there. Give that a light sanding. Take as much of it off, just leaving behind what's in the pores. And one thing about this is if you are not happy with the job you got, then you can wipe it off with water. This is water soluble, and man, that right there probably cost 2 cents. So there you go. That dries in maybe 20 minutes. Sand that off, flop it over, do the other side. Then we'll do the sides. When I do the sides, I'll be sure and put my be sure and put this back over, so we don't get any thing. Even though this top is sealed, you don't want to take any chances. So there you go, guys.